Hi, I'm Dr. William Starsiak, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about three very powerful herbs. In the United States right now, metabolic syndrome is running amok. Metabolic syndrome involves increased central fat deposition. It also involves elevated blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, elevated cholesterol. So diabetes is also very common, so full-on diabetes. Metabolic syndrome is the precursor to full-on diabetes. But metabolic syndrome does entail already having high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Now, these three herbs will treat metabolic syndrome, or they'll treat individually diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. So they can lower the risk of heart disease, lower the risk of stroke, and help to turn around diabetes or treat diabetes. Now, please talk with your physician before switching over to these medications or starting them, because even though they come from natural products and they're very safe, you still want to be responsible. Any medication has a potential side effect, especially if you're not using it correctly. So these should be used after a conversation with your physician, and ideally in conjunction with testing to follow the changes that you get. The first herb I want to tell you about is Arjuna. Arjuna's use comes out of Ayurvedic medicine, which is this Indian medical system that has texts dating back 4,000 years. Ayurveda made a lot of very impressive calls very early. So thousands of years ago, they had descriptions about how to sterilize surgical equipment. They described how heredity and conception occurred. And they also got the usages of Arjuna right. Arjuna has recently been proven through research to have these three properties: lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, lower blood sugar. Now, the next medication I want to talk about is berberine. Berberine is a naturally occurring molecule in multiple different plants. There are like half a dozen plants, and they show up in different parts of the world, but it shares these same three effects. The last one I want to talk to you about is one that's a little bit more well known. You can even find it in a lot of major grocery stores like Meijer or probably even Walmart at this point, but it's the polyphenol fraction of bergamot. It's commonly referred to as citrus bergamot. It is a citrus fruit. The plant produces a citrus fruit, and the polyphenol fraction is a certain portion of the molecular array that's present in the plant. And that's the part that has the therapeutic effect. And it shares these same three properties that are so needed here in the United States, because heart disease, stroke, diabetes are in the top 5 causes of death in the United States. And these three inexpensive, readily available herbs can treat them. So if you were to work with your physician on this, or if you don't have one and you wanted to work with me, you can contact me. All my information is on my website, which is linked here in my YouTube page. Generally, I would start with one of them and take measurements before we start. So blood pressure measurements, blood sugar, cholesterol. Start one at a reasonable dose and then recheck in 2 to 3 months. And if we don't have a good change, then we either increase the dosage of that one or add another one in. There are additional herbs that will share some of the properties that these herbs have, like beet powder will lower blood pressure. Galega officinalis will lower blood sugar. But what's so cool about these three is that each one of them has all three of these properties. Thank you very much for your interest in health-related information. I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, like this and other videos if you watch them, and have a great day.